A seeming U-turn on U.S. troop deployment to Poland as Trump announces on Truth Social that an additional 5,000 U.S. troops will be sent to Poland. Putin leaves China after his 2-day visit with Xi Jinping without signing any significant deal on the Power of Siberia 2 pipeline. And Belarusian President Lukashenko dismisses the idea that Belarus will get dragged into the war with Ukraine. I'm Sophia Marie. I'm a graduate of Georgetown and Oxford. Let's get into news of the region. Make sure to like, follow, and repost. I do these updates daily. Also, sorry about the red thing in my left eye. I don't know what's going on, but let's get into it. Okay, so there seems to be like this major U-turn in US deployment to Poland. Trump just posted to his Truth Social account that an additional 5,000 US troops will be sent to Poland. Now, this just comes in the wake of the Pentagon having canceled the planned deployment of 4,000 US troops to Poland. And this was also in the aftermath of US pulling US troops from Germany as well. Now, it's confusing because just 2 days ago on Tuesday, the Financial Times reported that the Pentagon said it would cut US troops to Europe to levels seen before Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Now, the Council on Foreign Relations put US troops in Europe at 80,000, with 36,000, the largest number of US troops in Germany, and 10,000 currently in Poland. Now, in other news, Putin has left China after his 2-day visit with Xi Jinping. The Institute for the Study of War talks about how this was a relatively lackluster meeting, despite loud proclamations from both sides about how strong Russian-Chinese relations are and signing of various small bilateral deals. Putin and the Russian side was obviously hoping to get a deal signed on the Power of Siberia 2 pipeline, but they failed to reach an agreement on this. Now, Russia obviously faces a more immediate want for this pipeline due to the sanctions it faces from most of the Western world and wanting to get income in another way. However, for China, China's in a much better place, and right now it has the leverage and can get kind of concessions from Russia, so it has a vested interest in delaying this further down the road. Now, in other news, Belarusian state news agency Belta reported today that Belarusian President Lukashenko dismissed the idea that Belarus would get dragged into the Russian war with Ukraine. Lukashenko said, quote, "We are not going to get involved in the war in Ukraine. Quote, there is no need for this, neither from a civilian nor a military point of view." Now, we've been talking about this before, how Zelensky posted on Telegram about the fact that Russia was trying to drag Belarus into an attack on either northern Ukraine or a NATO member state. Lukashenko said that Belarus would only be dragged into the war, quote, if aggression is committed on Belarusian territory. That's it for news today. Make sure to like and follow. I'll see you here tomorrow.